Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld. We're in Alpha 13 of RimWorld in our town of Cougar's Hope, and we always start our episodes taking a peek at our mascot Cougar. Still female, 3 years old, same one, I'm assuming. And let's see, no more injuries and no penalties at all. It's like when they heal, they completely heal. Boy. And we'll be needing to feed soon, so gotta keep that one in mind. We do have our one alpaca left on the map that we may or may not ever get around to taming. We did just have we have a rainy thunderstorm in progress, so that's why we're getting some lightning strikes around the map. Some flames here and there. I haven't really spent time searching every last little bit of the map to see if there's any more cougars or bears or what have you out there, predators. We did have a bit of a firefight last time though. We had a group come in here to siege us. Who were they? I guess it'll tell me here. From the Deadbeats of Suffering. So they came in to siege us. We went in and sniped them instead, or at least we attempted to do. We did take a little bit of a wound. Brand, I saw you down here. So Brand is carrying in the only one that we were able to capture alive, and he's going to drop him off in the prison, and he's going to go over and get into a medical bed. Then I'll have Dr. Rabbit go and tend to him. But there's a few things I want to do before I turn this on. Actually, just kind of looking down through my list here. I think we can go ahead and let her run, as long as I keep track of mostly this one right here. I want to pause right here. First thing you do when you bring in a prisoner, pause the game. I don't know how many times I watch Let's Plays where they just go about doing everything else and then come back and, oh, that's right, we had a prisoner. And never got a chance to decide if they wanted to keep them. This one is only a 64 difficulty of recruiting, so it is very recruitable. Health problems. Do we have any brain injuries? We don't have anything shot off or missing, so it's all repairable. Bleed rate 236% per day. I have never seen that before. Frank is going to die. We've got to get him fixed. So I guess Rabbit's got to work on him first. Now, Frank is good at construction, not good at weapons at all, not good at social. Let's see here. Frank is a cave world tender. Grew up in a cave complex deep beneath the surface of an inhospitable world. He worked with the other children tending the tribe's fungus crops. Oh, and then he was a construction engineer. Led a team which built everything from office blocks to cathedrals. His busy job and numerous nearby fast food outlets meant he never cooked for himself. Alright, so he cannot cook. He's not good at social. He is good at construction and mining, can do growing. That's about it. So he is going to be our maintenance guy, in a sense. And that would free up, well, won't free up Rabbit, he's stuck cooking. But it would free up a couple of others to do other things. Okay, so we definitely want to try to save him and recruit him. So we want to use real medicine on him. We want to chat and recruit. And we want to get that going immediately. So Rabbit, why don't you come and see if you can treat Frank and try to save his life. He's really shot up. Okay, Brand, you are heading to a medical bed. Normal and good. Remind me, which is better? 19 and 12, so good is better. Okay, turn that back off. For Brand, you go to this one instead. Alright, with that we can turn this back on. Rabbit's going to grab some medicine over here probably. No, he's going for that one. And what's that noise? I guess it was nothing. Okay, so what else is going on? I'm just going to buzz through my list of projects. Well, we'll deal with this when the light comes back on. It's awfully dark in there. What is the AC capacity? That's something I made a note of myself to figure out. So we're still able to well, we have it set for 70. It is 69 indoors. Outdoors is 69. So really it's not being taxed at all to know whether or not it's able to handle all of this, because we're adding vents to all the rooms, which means it's not just cooling the center area, it's cooling all the rooms as well. That's the reason I walled this off, so it wasn't trying to cool this area too. How are we doing over here? Frank, health. Hey, well, good healing so far. I assume each phase of this, there's been 2 so far, there's 3, is a whole round of medicine. So we've used up 3 of our, I think it was 18 medicines, so I guess he's grabbed 4 of them. Now he grabbed 5. Maybe there were 19 medicine. So that's why you've got to weigh whether or not you really want to invest all of that. Is Frank worth 1/4 of all of our medicine? So it's a decision you've got to make. Rabbit is consuming a simple meal. Bran, how bad are you? Gunshot to the torso, very little bleeding. I think you can wait long enough for Rabbit to grab a meal. That will probably make him a little bit happier and might improve his medical skill. I'm not sure if their mood decreases their ability or if that's a separate issue. Michael is cleaning dirt. Great. Really need that. This place is really looking dirty. You are now going to treat Bran. Alright. I like it when they do what they're supposed to do. We have a little hidden room right there. I wonder if there's anything in there. I wonder if it's going to show us, you know, a void more than just the one space. So Frank is recuperating. Alright, we've got some daylight now. So we need to think about something. Eric is over here in the medical room because that was the only free bed at the time. What is our best? Michael is there. This one is unowned. Let's move Eric over to here. So set, unless there's another choice. There's this one too. Oh, Michael is up here now. Normal bed. A good bed. Why did we move Michael? I don't remember doing that. I rebuilt the bed, and so he grabbed another one that was available. That's probably what happened. Okay, well, we'll leave him there. And let's put Eric up over here. So, set owner for Eric. And will he do that immediately? He will. Though he may just... yeah, he's going to go to work. Okay. So that will allow Bran to... let's see. Rabbit is leaving. Bran got healed really well. Thank you, Dr. Rabbit. Okay. So that will allow Bran to heal in a room without being disturbed. And to not get the... what is it called when you... needs... well, disturbed and crowded, and there's another one about not being in a room with other beds. I can't think of what it was called. It's not crowded. Crowded is when you have too many. Like when we got our last playthrough, we had 10 people in one room. Brand is healed. Okay. Battery breakdown. That is something that, let's see, jump to location. Okay. I wanted to see what happened when that happened. So, power, conduit. It still allows the pathway, I assume. I'm worried about one breaking down and blowing the pathway to the rest. That's why I put this extra run right through here in the middle. Okay. We've got a lot to go and pick up and clean up. Have all the bodies been stripped? They've not. You guys, I don't want you to accidentally be buried in your... oh, that's the wrong one. Cancel. Okay, you are set that way. Okay. I don't want them buried in their clothes. We want access to those to choose. Frank is no longer incapable of walking. Okay. So, feeding Frank. Meals. 7 meals left. We need to get Rabbit back on cooking. Rabbit is acting as doctor right now. And as warden, if I recall. See, Rabbit's kind of everything. Alright, so actually Brand is the better warden, but he was set to clean. We're going to take that back to a 2 so he can warden first. In fact, probably should have that automatically as a 1 for him. He's got the best social. Rabbit is the second best, so we'll make that a 2. And Nettie can do it. Looks like he has 1 passion for it. So, yeah, we'll go with a 3 on that. Okay. Anyway, bedrooms. We need to vent into these rooms. And we need to turn off the lights of rooms that are not being used. That's what I was about to get to. This can be disconnected. What do I want here? Designate toggle power. Okay. Unowned. Turn you off. That one. And we'll leave this one running. Okay. This one, it actually needs components. So I'm thinking about shutting that one down. There's no way to put a pause on it like you can in Banished. I think I'm going to cancel that one for now. And we'll just remember it goes back there. Components, we're down to 1. And we're going to need repair parts. So we can't lock up our last components on a project that doesn't even have enough to finish. So got to wait on that. Back to these 2 bedrooms. Temperature, vent. So exactly where... What was that? Failed to recruit. Okay. Let's vent there. And let's vent there. Into these 2 rooms. I may as well go ahead and get the beds built. In fact, I wonder if we want to do a little experiment. I kind of think so. Let's... Not enough wood stored, but there is wood out there. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get these built. And we'll take the best of them and distribute them around the place and destroy all of the I don't know if we have any offals left. I think the easiest way to find it now is just to hit that beauty display. 19, 25, 12, 6. Nettie's in a bad one. 19, 12, 12. Probably get rid of all of the 12s and the 6 right there. And with the best ones that come out of here, as well as putting one of those good ones in each of these rooms. The more construction experience they get, the better they get at it, the better the product is when it's done. The faster they rest when the bed is a better quality bed. Wow! Got to see that one. Burnt an area in the ground, it looks like. It's a different color right there. No, that's just stone. That was already there. Okay. So those 2 are done enough. We need to put lights in them. Actually, we do need to put lights in them. We might find ourselves actually needing those rather quickly. So let's get the lights in, and then we'll just turn them off afterward. So we're going to be set on bedrooms, which is something I don't normally accomplish in RimWorld. Normally, you know, that's kind of the last thought. Fire hit where? Right out there, and it's not really threatening anything. It is going to cause someone to stop their job and go put it out, but the rain will finish it for them. Alright, so we were working over here. Oh, good. We got in there. Now, was that horseshoe gone? I don't see it, so I think it is gone. Okay, we're sealed. So we officially can go ahead and mine this out. So guess we'll take out from there to there. And we will cancel the door. Oh, but I have to deconstruct that, which they will do first. They'll deconstruct before they do anything else. So fire is out. You are hauling chunk. Okay. To vent. Oh, you're in construction mode. Okay. Now we have a lot of things rotting out there in the rain. So let's think about setting up some hauling. I don't think there's anything construction-wise that is critical now. We got this one done. That was critical. I think everything else can be done as a matter of convenience. Let's haul on you 2. Rabbit, you continue where you are. Michael, you can haul too. Alright. So let's get everybody hauling stuff in. You are cleaning still. So that was already at play before I clicked the hall. Now hall is ahead of cleaning, so he's probably going to go and... Okay, human corpses must trump pretty much all other hauling jobs. That must be an automatic thing with the game. Okay. So, while they're doing that, back to my list here. And, actually, while I'm thinking about it, I was just over at Basker's channel, Basker98, and he started up a RimWorld series too. So he's building into a mountain. I'm like, now we're kind of a mongrel here. We're mountain and building our own stuff. But so he's got a series going on. If you want to go check him out, and he's looking for folks that want to have their name put in as a character, which is kind of fun to do. So check him out, see what you think. Say hello. The flea settings, that's something that I wrote down. Eric, last episode. Where is Eric at? Let me find him this way. There you are. You're sleeping. I kept you guys up late last night with that battle. We had a man-hunting turtle attack us. And it was kind of comical to... Where was that? Was it in here? Or was it down over here? I think it was over here. And we came down here to find Eric fleeing for his life from that turtle. And it's really because he's set to flee. You can change him to ignore or change them to attack. So realistically, the two hunters should probably be set to attack. Except unless you're there to babysit it. Ooh, components. I didn't see that before. Unless you're there to babysit it, you might find them attacking a boomalope or a boom rat or a cougar. You kind of want them to flee when the cougar gets hungry and starts to chase them. Not get the message that Eric is down and needs rescue as his arms are being chomped off by Mrs. Cougar over here. So, well, it was kind of funny to watch our mighty hunter fleeing a little turtle, but that's just the way that the game is going to go for us. It's the wiser way. I mean, we could... There's a problem. We could let them do their thing, but I know I'm going to eat through colonists awfully quick if I do that. And I kind of like to keep them alive for a while. Speaking of keeping ourselves alive, let's do this. I want that put out before it spreads and hits this entire area. We had that one forest fire. In fact, is this the result of it? Pretty much is. All this dark ground here, I think it's everything it burned last time. So any other fires going still? That one you saw there is probably the last lightning strike that hit, and then the rain ended. Alright, I'm not seeing any more. So let them go ahead and do their thing. Yep, that is quickly burning out of control. So let's expand that even more. It's going to be out here by the time they finally get here. And they all went to sleep. Okay, come on, guys. I need fire out. Oh, I guess I woke up Remy. So Rabbit, yeah, we'll let him continue. Food is a priority. Brand, you're healthy again, right? Yeah, you're fine. How did Frank do? He's got no injuries. Everything healed completely. Good, good, good. And he should actually be part of our team here before long, being only a 64 difficulty. The tribals are coming in around 95 to 99. They're very difficult. Almost impossible to recruit. Though they do give good social practice. You can skill grind on them really well, and just constantly trying to recruit them, and every time it ups the... Am I missing something here? Why are they not running out here to do this? Alright, let's take a look at something. Firefight is only on a 1. I don't recall doing that. Okay, let's try this again. Everybody but Rabbit. No, I set him too. Let's leave Rabbit out of this. Oops, wrong way. Work. Like that. A 2 for him. Okay, the rest of them can make the run over and take care of the fire. Eric, you are hauling in that tortoise. How long has it been? I guess that was right before our big war. That's right. We were dealing with that right when the siege began. So turtle shouldn't be rotten yet. Alright, you guys take care of this before it overwhelms us. I kind of like having the trees around and the convenience of being able to cut wood wherever we want to and not have to run across the entire map to go find a spot. But yeah, this is going to wipe out the rest of their day, unfortunately. There was something that I didn't get into with that firefight that, hopefully I get the name right, Gianni Campanelli had mentioned in the comments that if I had, while they were, in the battle mode over there at the siege, clicked on, not drafted, clicked on their weapons. It's just a reminder for those of you who are new to the game. It'll tell you how far out you can get. You can still take a shot. Now, I don't know if the odds change the further you go away. Do they have a better chance of targeting something right here than right there? I don't know. Physics says that it's true, but the game may just give you the same odds no matter where. I'm not sure. But if I had done that over here at this scene, we could have figured out if we could take them but yet be out of range of their guns, kind of work ourselves in a position where we could hit them but they couldn't hit us. The only thing is that sniper rifle trumped everything that we own and everything else that they owned. And our two survival rifles were better than all of the pistols that the rest of them had, pistols and knives. So it was a pretty easy thing to just make a good guess at. If they start to react and suddenly you've got the little, see Eric, go back to that, sorry. When they go to aim, can I do that? There, and you shoot right here. Now, thought there was a way, to force you, no there isn't. Okay. Thought there was a way to make you shoot at a spot. There may be, but right now we got a fire to take care of. Yeah, Nettie, you're getting kind of surrounded there. You be careful. So, that is a tactic that you can use if you really want to fine-tune a fight and just, kind of one pause at a time and reposition and take a shot, and pause and reposition and really fine-tune a firefight or a battle. You've got the ability to do that. Alright, so we vented the bedrooms. We don't have a good test as far as outdoor temperatures to know whether our AC is really handling this quantity of space or if we need a second one. So I'm going to have to wait for another episode. Actually, we're nearing the end of summer, so maybe we just are not in a very hot environment. So maybe we're not going to have the heat problems that I was anticipating. We will, if that's the case, then we're probably going to be in quite the cold environment where we'll have heat problems come up. In fact, it wouldn't hurt to get a couple of heaters pre-built and ready to go soon. Maybe when we hit autumn, hit fall. How's our... Looking at my list, you guys are just looking at something boring, so I'll move the screen over to there for you. We need to reinstall the horseshoes that we took out that were in the area where the new refrigerator went in, so that's joy. And probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and get a chessboard going. We've got one over here, we've got one there. I had gotten 4 going. Go ahead and do one more just like that. Alright, that's in. And let's do a chess table. Do a wooden chess table. Where? Firefight must be over. The real firefight. Tempted to put it... Well, that's the party spot, so it means I can't get a chair on both sides of it. Okay. And if I get a chair... Tell you what, let's do it... Let's do it right there. Will this thing turn? It will not. Okay, so there And let's put 2 chairs in there. Like the beds, it wouldn't hurt to build a bunch of chairs too, so we can start picking the more comfortable ones for them and take full advantage of that. Furniture, chair, wood, and that one goes there, and that one goes there. And soon they'll be able to sit down and play chess with each other. I would imagine that would give a good joy bonus. I don't know if there's any that gives joy faster. Maybe the quality of the chess table has to do with that. I don't know. I've never really experimented with that before. Okay, glancing through my list again. Move. Okay, Eric's got his own bedroom now. Here's one thing. I want to be able to sell this, but I wanted to be able to look over and notice if Michael had created any more. So how do we do that? I'm thinking the way to do that is to maybe chop off the top end of the trade beacon stockpile and recreate that little one for this. Kind of this idea, but right there. So it'll always be in this space, but we have the ability to sell it if we wish to. So I think that's the plan. And we have still not gotten any response out of this. You are powered. You are powered. Okay, so it's just a matter of waiting now. Okay, so let's grab zone, delete zone for, we'll do 3. And let's create a stockpile, 1, 2, 3, that is separate from the other. Let's grab the settings from this one and paste it into this one. Then we can go through and delete this one. They'll move this to there. Okay, that works. Oops, we were running. Okay, so that one is done. Block storage is also on my list. All these things that I notice when I just sit back and rewatch the episode while I'm editing it. So I can watch it from your point of view, in a sense, to see all the things that I wish I had done right there at that moment but didn't think of. We're making blocks here. We're theoretically grabbing blocks out of here. Of course, we've never had enough extra available to ever fill that. Where are we dumping it? We're dumping it all the way down over here. Eventually, when this really gets going, which means when we finally get more than 5 to 6, maybe 7 people, and can have someone actually doing that all day long, we'll have enough to fill this space pretty quickly. You know, it'll go that fast once they get good at it. So we don't really want to just build a quick little stockpile, you know, right there. But I don't want them to have to walk all that far. So what do? They do not degrade in the rain or the sun. So I guess we could just temporarily drop one right there. Make that the block stockpile, and eventually we'll expand it into something else. Yeah, I think that'll work. So let's do that. Zone stockpile. And I'm thinking about pathways. I did it over here instead. I like that. They can path from here, they can path up and through. From here they can path around. Okay, we'll do it there instead. That one is going to be, and this is already preferred priority in there, so I'm going to have to go to important. We're going to clear all and put in, let's see here. Is that raw? It is raw. Stone blocks. Right there. Okay, so all the stone is heading into there. So since that is important, it trumps what is over here, even though this is, you know, it's already set to accept him here. It's going to be taken out of here. He just did it for us and put over here. But since this still allows it, rather than saying only here and then disallowing it here, it gives them a second place to dump if that ever fills up. Otherwise, it's just going to start piling out here, getting in the way. And that way, we'll finally be able to look over into one area and see specifically what we've got, you know, quantities of it. Be nice to see a large area of just the, you know, the darkest gray ones or something. We can go to here to get an actual number. All right, so again, we're running at slow speed because I'm catching up on all kinds of things. Okay, the flea settings. Yeah, we were talking about that. So I think what I was really meaning to do is explain why I'm going to leave it set to flea. Even though it seems kind of silly at times, there may be times when I'm not paying attention, and if they had just had that 3-second head start by fleeing from the cougar, we wouldn't have a dead Brandon sitting out here, you know. So I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that and just manually override it when I need to. So cougar did eat and took no injuries doing it. What did cougar eat? With that rain, the blood is probably gone, so no evidence left over. Failed, 9% chance. Okay. When do we want to do some more hunting? We had a pretty full fridge at one time. We could expand this, though. Let's do that. This whole room is set 28 degrees right now, so a couple degrees below freezing for all of you who are used to Celsius. So, stockpile, we're already clicked in it, so whatever I do now is just going to expand that. So let's expand that into here. And what is available that is mined out already is already set to go. This might be a problem. Can they work diagonally? We'll have to wait and see. We may have to cancel one and let them go at it. But right now everybody's hauling, and they're not constructing. And that's fine. Because except for Rabbit, who is working on our foods, which is really good too. In fact, what I might do when we get too close to our winter is a technique to just get you by. I could pop a building over this thing, run power out here, put in a heater and a couple of solar lamps. You can, one in the middle is going to give you a space about like this, so we're not going to get the corners growing, but we'll get a lot of it. Another one over here, and we'll get these foods continuing to grow through the winter. And then we can destroy that building later if we want to. You know, eventually you'd want to be indoors to do it, but that's kind of a way of creating indoors. In fact, we could double wall it for insulation and just leave it up permanently, take the roof off in the summertime and let the sun do the job. We were talking earlier about something and came up with more of the component mining. Where was that? We were down here. Let's take that out, and it's really I see the components over here. It'd be nice if that's somehow connected, but I have a feeling that we're not going to be that lucky to have that many. But we do desperately need components. Wow, I couldn't see these before, although I was looking at night. I see it again? I didn't. Okay. This one we know we're going to eventually want. We'll go ahead and just take that out. Alrighty, over here we've got a bunch. Tell you what, let's do that. Mine right through and into it. Sure. Okay. Back to the list. I started in the center of the list instead of the top, so I'm having to constantly... I think I have wiped it out. Get to where you can see something fun while I'm looking down here. Yeah, I think I've wiped out all the important stuff. So with that, we're at 35 minutes. I think RimWorld, I'm going to try to maintain the 40-plus minute range. Everyone seems to be happy with these longer episodes. Banished, I was trying for the 30-plus minute range, but I have failed miserably at that. But RimWorld seems to be pretty natural at 40-some minutes. It just seems like the right amount. For me, is by the time I finally get through my list, I'm almost at that point anyway. So I want to take the time, now just to kind of enjoy the game. We do need to think about what I was considering a permanent kitchen and refrigeration in here. So... of course, the more you open up into a mountain, the more chance you get in an infestation. What a bummer to just build a kitchen, destroy this one, turn it into something else, and then get infested and not be able to use the kitchen. So there is that to think about. I don't know what the actual requirements are for an infestation to appear. Certain amount of square space, minus the obstacles that are in there. So many spaces from the outside of the mountain. I don't know what the game uses to create that calculation. So don't know how to minimize the chances. Anyway, what I need to know is, are we done hauling? We're not. So still got that going on. So I think at this point, let's kick that speed up. And put my finger on the space bar in case something crazy happens like that. Oh, a little crazier. And let's let them do their thing, and I'm going to be kind of glancing around and thinking about other stuff. We do need to think about walling off our place here. With what, though? That's where blocks come in. We've got to get the block production going. We do need to haul out everything out of these pathways here. That would really be nice. I'll take you down a little bit so I can concentrate. Turn my own volume up a little. A hard time hearing the game. So nobody is sleeping in there. Unowned. Failed again. So our temporary medical. None of these have been done. That's still off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms. Alright. Meals 3 and 2. So we have started cooking again. We had to get all of that planting done, and we did. Need to get it all hauled in, though. A raid. Family? That did happen at the same time, right? There are family members of your colonists or prisoners in the arriving group of pirates. I think that happened at the same time. Keep in mind that even though they are related, they will still attack each other because of their bad faction relations. The family members are Elite Mercenary Smelly, Son Grenadier Frank. Okay, so Frank, social, is I think it means his father is Smelly. He's not the father of Smelly. I'm guessing it means that Smelly is the father. Okay, so Smelly's on his way in to attack us to get his son Frank back. Ah, okay, I'm getting it. He listened to a recruitment pitch from Brand, and Frank rejected the offer. Listen to Brand talk about how nice this colony is. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. And so, but we don't have any kind of status for Brand here. But Freya, for Tail, who is on her way in too, is familiar with and does not like Frank at all. Okay. All right then. 40 minutes. Do we dive into this or not? I know you're all yelling, yes, yes. So, raid. Group from the Deadbeats of Suffering have arrived nearby. They will prepare for a while, then attack. Prepare a defense or attack them preemptively. Alright. You guys are coming in over here. You have got a personal shield. Okay. A personal shield will... Can I info this? Yeah. Let's just get it from the horse's mouth here. A single-person energy shield device. It will attempt to stop any rapidly moving projectiles or energy attack that comes from a distance. It does nothing against melee attacks or shots from point-blank range. It also prevents firing past touch range. So he can't shoot us. But he's only got a shiv, so he's not going to try. But we really can't shoot him. We can, but I think we're going to have our odds of hitting him drop way down. Okay, so he's best to melee, which means we got to get up and close. He's got a poor shiv, so he's not going to hurt us much. He's not got the greatest skills at using it. His health, he's in great health. Okay, so Humphrey is an issue. Kit has a pistol. Tail has Molotov cocktails. That's an issue too. I'd love to snipe her from a distance. And Smelly has a charge rifle, a superior charge rifle. I want that charge rifle. So, Smelly is target number 1. Tail is the one to be aware of as far as the Molotov cocktails. So, what do? They are going to hang out here for a while. We are sleeping. Michael's up and about. Charge rifle will hit him fast and hard. Here we go. Let's look at it this way. Pistol can go about that distance. And we could look specifically if we wanted to. Gear, pistol, information has a range of weapon range 24. The charge rifle. Stop that. Oh, okay. Don't go over there and shoot him yet. Charge rifle, gear, information, same range. Ooh. Charge rifle's a lot better at it. And his skill is only a 6. So he's not 6 out of 20. So, though the rifle does add to the situation on his side. But he's equal to a pistol in distance. That's interesting. So we could actually send a whole group out there. Who do we send? I'd like to get Michael in on this one, but he's got the slower walk. So he only walks at 355 compared to, we'll grab Brand for instance. Right there, 461. Rabbit, 461. Okay. So, we could pop them, and then they'll start to charge. And Brand and Rabbit and Eric will be running ahead, leaving Michael behind as what I call my youngest daughter. When she was little, we'd go walking through the woods, and she'd always kind of get behind us, and I have to tell her to hurry up, catch up. So we gave her the nickname of Cougar Bait. That's what Michael's going to be if he is the last one in and they're quickly running to take him out. Charge rifle dude has a move speed of 5.35. Wow. What is his thing here? Why is that? Character, he's an optimist, he's beautiful. Explosive expert, why has he got such a boost? But he has a bionic leg. Will you look at that? Aha. This is actually going to get kind of interesting. He can outrun us. You know what? I'm going to wait till next time. I'm going to leave this one as a cliffhanger. We have the setup. We know what's happening. And we just got to figure out how best to handle this. So, I think, I will catch you next time, folks. This has been Noble Rambler. Oh, the comments I'm going to get. Hit the like and subscribe down there. I'll catch you next time, folks. Bye-bye.